Hi, I'm Kristen with the Realty Solutions Group, and I would like to cover the best tips for tenant eviction in Alexandria, Virginia. If your tenant is not paying rent, what do? Tenant evictions is never a popular topic. Landlords dread them, and for good reason. If you get to the point that you need to evict a tenant, we strongly recommend that you contact a professional property manager or an attorney who is experienced in evictions and landlord-tenant law. Even the smallest mistake can be extremely costly, and you don't want the process to take any longer than it has to. There is a series of notices that you must serve your tenant before you evict. If your tenant isn't paying rent or is causing some other problem, you need to let them know about it in writing. One way is a notice of termination for cause. When you serve a notice of termination for cause, you are giving your tenants adequate written notice that they have committed a violation of the rental agreement or lease. This type of notice is typically what starts the eviction process. Pay rent or quit. When a tenant does not pay rent, the first thing a landlord needs to do is serve a pay or quit notice. This gives the tenant a specific number of days to pay the rent, usually 3 days or 5 days, depending on the state. And after that period, if rent is not paid, they have to leave the property. Cure or quit. If a tenant violates the terms of a lease or rental agreement, you can serve a cure or quit notice. This gives the tenant an opportunity to rectify whatever the problem may be. If the lease does not allow pets and a dog is discovered in the property, or the tenant is making excessive noise, a landlord can serve this type of notice. The tenant has a time frame in which to correct the problem. Otherwise, they have to move out. And finally, unconditional quit notices. Landlords who absolutely want to get a tenant out of the property will serve an unconditional quit notice. This is harsh, and it does not give the tenant an opportunity to pay rent or correct a lease violation. They are instructed to leave, and landlords leave them with no other options. Please contact us at the Realty Solutions Group if you have any questions about these notices, or if you need help evicting a tenant who is not paying rent. I hope this information was helpful.